In this video we're going to discuss the following: prompt engineering for UI. With the new drop of Pencil, you're able to quickly create beautiful designs using Pencil and AI. But it's very important to use best practices for your prompts. In this video I'm going to show you a couple of best practices that you can use and apply while designing your projects using Pencil. So first of the 5 is use existing variables and tokens. By saying this, you can, for example, change this green color, as I will show you right now, using one existing variable. So I'm going to call, because I've already asked it to create a green variable, so it can change it to of the buttons from white to green. Please change the green variable button to orange. And I'll be right back when it's finished. Whoa, that was quicker than expected. This literally just took a second, and this is why these variables are very important. So the second one is to use component library conventions, because this is built by SamAutomation. It's much easier for Pencil to understand what it needs to use and what it needs to do. So if you want to know how to use a component library convention, you head into Kits up here. And for this landing page, I selected the SamAutomation, but you can use any of the other kits they have available in the library, and you can just use it. You ask it, just like I did here, to use the SamAutomation components for a SaaS, software as a service, selling chickens on a farm. That is the second way of how you can use this best practice for prompt engineering for design. The third one is as follows. That is building and using components for your let me just see, props and variants. I've written it down up there, so that's why I'm sometimes looking up there. So because we have this button right here, and this is like now the orange button, but if you want to have, like, for example, a black button, a orange button, and you want to have a yellow button, you can do, for example, generate components with props plus variants for the buttons. The black is primary, the orange is orange is secondary, and the third is green. So now it will start, and I'll show you the output when it's done. Perfect. As you can see, it's already done. Why this is important is because when designing, it's very important to have consistency and have the same colors showing up everywhere. With this simple component, Pencil will always use these exact buttons, and you won't have design inconsistencies, what can really ruin your design. The fourth best practice that 90% of the people skip is adding accessibilities to icon only buttons or things you can press on your website. So if you, for example, press on tab for 6 times, this is for people that, for example, can't read properly or can't see very well. It will say what it is. But you can add this prompt, add accessibility. Icon only buttons must have area labels, input must have associate labels, a label plus HTML4, etc, etc, etc. So this way you can really show your authority in the process that you have built, where you go the extra mile. For example, if you're delivering for a client, if you're working on a bigger project, if you really have the accessibility needs, it's very important to also give these prompts to Pencil, so it knows where to really take care of. And it's done perfectly. So for the last and fifth best practice for prompt engineering by using Pencil is the last one. Is we also did it up here a bit, as you can see. Also added clear color tokens. So we've also created tokens, but for example, if you've missed this, you can give it the following prompt by not use hard-coded colors. Let's say, for example, I hard-code this color, this button, this one, this button. To change these designs, you would manually need to go into the code and just change these 3 buttons by hand. If you, for example, don't use hex values, but use existing design tokens, like we did here, like the primary, background, foreground, etc., then you can change them all from one place. So I want to change this for the orange buttons and make them gold. And from this way you're able to have the control of changing one thing at one place, but it's changing with you on every single position that you want to have it changed. As you can see as well, in less than a minute we have removed the hard coding and we have created beautiful gold buttons. These are 5 best practices you can use while designing using Pencil. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I talk to you soon. Bye for now.